Hello world, it is me, the robot. Beep boop.
Cool, and we are live. I'll put that there.
Hey guys, welcome to another Fortnite stream. Today we're going to be getting 5
And that's how you get
victory
muted.
royales.
Step 1 on how to get muted on my stream. Talk about Fortnite. We don't like that game very much here.
I only like it because my dad helps work on it. It pays for the bills.
I gotta move this.
I never play it. It gives me food. That's why I like it.
Makes sense.
Buy more V-Bucks so I can get a new phone.
I used to enjoy it, but I'm just not really that into third-person shooters as a whole now.
It used to be bigger, I think.
I never really cared for shooters in the first place.
I love shooters, but that's just me.
The Portal games are technically classified as first-person shooters.
I would say they're more.
Really
I would say they're more like puzzle action games.
Yeah,
With first-person shooters element.
Calling the board game shooters is really a stretch, but I remember seeing somewhere like a really long time ago that they would technically be classified as shooters.
Would it be an FPS, first-person puzzle shooter?
Maybe.
I don't know. It's just an idea.
I don't really think it wouldn't really become a first-person shooter until you get to the turrets, I guess. But even then,
that one's first-person shooting you. You're not shooting them, unless you count the laser.
Laser.
Co-op the other day.
Hmm?
Didn't we play co-op the other day?
I don't think so.
And Portal. We had like the bonus chapter, I think.
Oh yeah.
So I had never actually finished it on my own because everyone else I played with was an idiot.
Like I done messed up again.
Odd. I love the vertical slabs, but sometimes placing them can be not fun.
The vertical slabs, but they're the biggest reason I keep crashing the server over and over.
Yeah, don't use well out with those. It's not a good idea.
I learned from Carrie that is a bad idea.
I usually do everything except the vertical slabs, and then I do those by hand after copying and pasting things.
It was real fun when I built an entire building out of vertical slabs. It was like just after he discovered that you shouldn't world edit them, and so I built it by hand.
I knew about it before. My server tradition is continuously crashing the server with world edit.
And a snowmobile.
I think, did I discover the snowmobile thing? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Someone else.
I think that got fixed a while ago. It's just the server hasn't been updated.
I'm pretty sure the mod pack has not been changed at all since I came back, or left and came back.
I assume not.
Doesn't feel any different.
Let's play a game called How Bad is Bad.
I assume Gage does not update the server very often.
He hasn't yet. Crap.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something to eat.
Okay.
Keeping to munch on. Ram, probably.
That's an abomination I've made accidentally.
Abominations are my specialty.
I need to make it properly functional, and Hmm. Okay, I think I got the whatever the fuck this is under control.
Hello, I am back.
Oh,
Ole.
Could you DM me the link to the stream so I can see it?
yeah. Actually, I'll just put it in pre-release.
Alright.
That's the wrong link.
I'm going to YouTube Studio, your channel.
It's also the wrong thumbnail, it seems. Oh well.
Interesting. I have an advertisement for the stream.
Oh yeah, because I'm monetized.
You can have my 2 cents.
Heck was that sound? I think there's a I think there's a pocket. I think there's a pocket of darkness somewhere in Archburg because there's demons whispering to me.
No, that'll be fine.
2 cents. Oh, I can hear myself just. Oh, let's do the stream. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you have. I have the. That's why I was in call, because anyone who joins call is a part of the stream.
Dang, is my mic that echoey?
Ish, yeah.
I should really get a better mic. I'm sorry.
That's
Go
fine.
around.
I
about
play
to go
the. I
around
have an
with-
Xbox. I've heard worse.
Alright then.
Well, I turned like 6 sawmills into 4. Oh well. Well, 8 technically, but let's
Congratulations.
see. That one will be.
If there's a way to display like multiple screens on the stream so we could see other stuff besides just yours.
Oh yeah. I've done it. I don't know what I did, but I've done it.
Hey.
I'm changing out the block palette for the building I built last time we were here to be something that doesn't pop out as much because it really stood out among the rest of the buildings. It didn't really look that nice.
Nobody comes to Archburg.
You need a road. Not everyone likes taking the train, even if it's cool.
Don't worry, I'll have a classy Pacific and maybe a matching set of passenger cars in like 2 months. Because this pack is taking forever for me to make.
Don't make a train that's longer than like 2 coaches without losing some.
I think the newest test build fixes that. It's just we don't happen to have that. Oh, interesting. Weird. Whoops.
Since you're setting apprentices over there, I figured I could set up the biodiesel industry in Archburg.
Are you guys making your own power station in Archburg?
I don't know. Is power going to be able to get over to here?
I don't know. Maybe. It just depends on how we run that power plant I just made.
I don't know how we would do power though. We could do like a wind power station, I guess.
Well, because
I mean,
what I did was I made HV power with the nuclear reactors and turbines, right? And then I turned it into AF power, so you can run it across long distances without power loss. And then we haven't run it anywhere, but I don't know how much we're going to be powering. And also, you might need your own power plant because Archburg is quite literally 10,000 blocks away from the power plant.
If we did set up our own plant here too, we would be able to link up. We would be able to link up the grids and basically just they could handle a little bit more. Although that entirely depends on on how much Archburg is producing. That is a skyscraper with cows in it.
I wish I had electric trains that were like actual electric trains instead of just the.
Hey, there's a C16 here now. It looks a lot better than the UNU thing.
Because the new steam locomotive doesn't even have. It logistically doesn't make sense. It doesn't even have front windows. How do you see out? You don't.
You don't need to see.
You get someone to climb on top and yell which direction you're going. I just realized that is like the entirety of the ice lake scene in the Polar Express. I did not mean to do that.
Oh, I've made a second mistake. God dang it.
I like to think that the C16 would be the original locomotive that did the street running part. But it has been replaced by.
I'm going to poke it.
Don't poke it.
Oh, I poked it.
It'll explode from explosiveness.
It's been sitting there for so long that if you touch it, it'll just turn into a pile of rust.
Oof. That's sad because that's true in some places. Okay, what's the biggest tank car we have? Oh, that looks pretty large. Okay.
I'm tempted to add a gate there. Okay, I'm tempted to add a gate here so you can just walk onto the other roof. You know what? I'm gonna add a gate here. There you go. You can just walk onto some other person's roof.
That's kind of rude. Okay. I know how large to build this now. I'm gonna make the building green for biodiesel, I think.
Is this arch like a public park or something? See, it seems pretty treacherous to get up to it and enjoy some nice family time.
Yeah, if you're in a wheelchair, I'm sorry, but it's not for you.
Grandma hasn't seen the arch in 32 years.
Accessibility in Minecraft is not a concern, so.
What about falling to your death? Is that a concern?
Yes, but that's your own fault if you do that.
I see. Archberg is not the pinnacle of safety.
Huh. We're gonna need a whole lot of hemp seeds and a whole lot of potatoes over here. I don't know where we're gonna get them, but we're gonna get them somewhere. I didn't want it to do Archberg as like an agricultural thing, but it's kind of too mountainous for that. Because like the land around the city is just complete mountains.
I mean, you could find like, I don't know, oil pockets or something. I mean,
Yeah, but it's.
anyway.
I'm just hoping that someone else takes care of all the food stuff because we do not have the. I mean, I guess you could use one of the industrial plots for doing food.
What is? Oh, it's the dump.
If you read the rules, you remember what that's for.
Yeah, I do remember what that's for.
I need to change my Minecraft username. I like it, but I made it when I was, I don't know, like 6 years old.
Uh-oh. That's probably fine.
Probably fine.
I got a message saying that it had an exception rendering a block, but I don't see anything wrong, so I'm going to ignore it.
I got that same message yesterday.
I mean, everything looks right, so I'm just not going to worry about it.
Okay, I've unmessed up the situation. I think. Probably.
Yeah.
I hope. I'd assume so. Maybe.
That's reassuring.
Holy chat, Batman.
Uh, looks like Irene goes. Alagino Studios is being a little bit annoying.
I timed him out.
Hello, Alagino Studios. This is a server you can join when it opens, so you don't need to keep asking for the save. Thank you for your time.
Yes, as of now, it is a limited access server.
I mean, still, as long as you put the application through, anyone, pretty much anyone can get in.
I think I have a friend from a different server who I sent the invite to. He would freaking join. He's a freaking loser who isn't, but... Okay, let's see. I need to put this... here. That makes sense.
I just realized my car has vanished into the aether. That's what I get. That's what I get for trusting the roads of Archburg.
What do you mean your car has vanished into the aether?
It's just gone.
How do you...
It just disappeared. Not really a problem. They're really easy to set up, so I'm never using that one again, because last time I used it, I crashed into a hedge and it exploded.
Oh, that's fun. I crashed a plane into one of Maple's buildings.
Oh, wait.
It's a little.
That's fine. It was that weird glass building he didn't like. He was getting rid of it, and it didn't do much damage.
Turns out, I can't handle V12 engines. They are too fast for me.
Always fun. Okay, we'll have a fully functioning sawmill in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, sawmill. Can you just like a bunch of crafters?
I used thermal series blocks. They had a sawmill block. I specifically because it will create sawdust, so it will give more of a reason for stuff to be here. And it's
What can you do? Can you make like paper with sawdust?
let me see. Paper.
That would
NJEI.
make sense.
You can with sawdust and a bucket of water.
Yeah, see?
So yeah.
There's a good reason.
Yeah, so now we can have a paper factory or mill. I don't know how paper's made. I just know it requires a tree.
Or papyrus or hemp if you're a good paper factory.
Let's see.
Instead of cutting down poor trees that didn't do anything.
That's not the right thing.
Maybe I should add speed bumps every 5 seconds so North will stop speeding in Archburg.
I sped once.
Into a hedge.
Well, that's because the V12 was a bit faster than I thought it would be. So now I'm using a Flathead i6.
That's a real upgrade.
If I didn't downgrade, the entirety of Archburg would be in Golden Flames because I don't know how to drive.
Alright, I have got the sawmill functional, I think. Hopefully.
Nice.
It active. Oh,
I
well,
would come see it, but I don't have teleport primes, and I really don't feel like having someone else teleport me.
That's
I'll drive you. I will drive you across the treacherous terrain in my automobile.
I mean, there is track connection over here. Well, no, because Geach destroyed. No, because Geach destroyed that weird loop thing over here.
I improved the right of way of Archburg, so it's not nearly as disastrous anymore. If you've taken care to travel down it,
Oh, I don't know if you were aware of this, but you know that switch that leads off to the Archburg line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna put a massive yard and station over there.
All right.
Like.
So I can stop. I can stop yeehawing it up to the other one up the main line.
Yeah. No. So we have. It's based off of the New Haven Danbury yard and station. I have blueprints for it, so I'm just gonna at some point in time I'm gonna make a massive yard there. Well, it's not massive, but it's gonna be pretty big. It's gonna have a freight house, and it'll be a station. We're gonna also double track it for a period of time, I think, or at least just for the station.
That would be nice to have a yard that I can use for things.
Yeah, so it's basically a big staging area. Holy FPS.
The traffic I'm expecting out of Archburg, I don't think you'll need a massive yard, but it'll still be
Well,
nice to have.
yeah, because we're going to use it for multiple things. Because Archburg will have it, and then on top of that, it'll be with the grain elevator I made over there. I'll have some cars for that, and any other thing we might need, and a freight house.
Is the grain elevator going to make just wheat, or will it make other things?
Probably just wheat, or at least just hold wheat.
Dang.
I haven't made it functional yet.
So I would like to have some hemp and potatoes for my biodiesel plant.
Oh,
Yeah,
And I don't want to go. I don't want to go on site because that would kind of ruin the whole point of the supply chain.
Harry, I found something better for your car transporting needs.
Is it the auto rack? It's like the American one.
There's a U&U auto rack with cars on it.
Yeah. Problem is, it's you and you.
Well, I mean, you opted for the U&U flatbeds with the cars on them because it's like the only thing that'll actually show that you're carrying cars.
I was actually going to go swap those out when I joined. I got distracted though.
Oh, or you're just gonna replace them with normal flat cars or the normal auto rack or something?
Yes,
Okay.
because
I'm
afraid I don't care if it doesn't show cars or not.
Okay, are you gonna do flat cars or an auto rack? 'Cause I'm over here, so I can go and replace it.
I got it. It is fixed.
I'm heading over right now, so don't worry about it.
I've made an infinite loop system.
Oh no, the dead street cars.
Dead buying the streetcars when we used to run streetcars.
Just kind of left them here then. Who knows? Maybe someone will buy them in the far future.
Hello, people watching the stream. It is me, Harry, here with the Archburg News, the Archburg Gazette. Archburg reports a continuous decline in citizens and is expected to reach a minimum level of 0 in a short time.
Does that mean you're expecting to leave?
No, I'm keeping my expectations for people actually coming and setting up on Archburg very low. Like, I'm more than expecting it to be just like me and you, and that's it.
I mean, it is pretty far out there.
Yeah, it's as far as I know, it's the only like other town besides the Rock River, whatever it's called. So I don't know, maybe.
Oh, whoops! I made a mistake here.
Fidget, is there any other towns or cities right now?
No, but there's plans to add more.
Problem is, Archburg doesn't look very good.
The main problem I have with Archburg is the roads. The turns are very tight. And cars do not like turning that much.
I accidentally drifted a Lamborghini in this game.
Ah.
Alright guys, we have a
I really don't like building like actual curves because it takes ages. Like I built one over here and then I kind of gave up with the rest.
We're dangerously low on power. Oh no.
You're going to die of low power.
Don't tell me I need to switch to high voltage wiring. That would turn into an issue fast.
Oh,
Because I have a breaker switch. I'm not switching to high voltage.
Hey Harry, I'm going to replace the Hiawatha and you cannot stop me.
Replace the Hiawatha, please. The horn is atrocious.
Apparently it's not actually supposed to sound like that.
It's extremely inaccurate. I don't like the legend for multiple reasons. The legend's models are shit. His sounds are shit. His UV editing is shit.
Models.
No, they're shit.
I like the PS4.
That's shit. It's one of the most inaccurate.
I still like it though.
He put a Pensy 3 chime on it. Not sure what he was thinking. The whistle's not right. It's supposed to be a long bell. I have a lot of issues with him.
Well, I guess they're. No, it's the only really big American steam locomotive pack we have right now.
Yeah, Lockheed's fixing or adding more stuff, but then again, Lockheed does some random ass stuff. I'm
I hope
working on it.
Rita's one of the. I hope he redoes the F3 or one of the E units.
Oh, he's working on it. I'm thinking the same thing. They're pretty bad compared to his newer ones. Let's see how.
I really like the GP and SD stuff he's made recently. It looks very good.
Oh yeah, I need to tell him to work on his steam locomotive sounds and his cab controls. Though I keep forgetting to do that. Let's see. Let's see what's wrong with this PS4. 1. What the fuck is that bell? 2. That's not right. 3. That's not. Oh, actually, that is right. 4. Wrong whistle. Wrong direction. 5. Nope. 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 There's a lot of things wrong with this. So if you look at like the Canal Trains PS4, that's what it's supposed to look like. That's a good PS4 model. Because Steve can model. The Legend cannot.
I mean, the immersive rating market, I guess you'd say, is so oversaturated with European stuff that it doesn't matter what you do as long as it's American. It's gonna work in some capacity.
Yeah.
That's why I modeled an American thing out of the blue, just to give something for people to chew on.
Oh yeah, his FEF class is extremely unproportional.
It doesn't seem really large.
It's too large. So is his GS4.
Oh yeah, GS4 definitely.
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
huge.
I have had a fair number of issues with just how tall the GS4 is.
Like, it's extremely inaccurate. Chat, look at this. It's not good. It's not supposed to look like that. It's bad. His FEF is large, and he somehow managed to make the GS4 larger. His J class is fine, size-wise. I probably won't redo the J class because I have problems with his J class, but they're not big enough for me to redo it. Okay, they might be big enough for me to redo it, but that's not
so big though.
Yeah,
The teeny
that's not supposed
tiny
to be there.
headlamp. The J class is a teeny tiny little headlamp.
Oh, then again, the J class is streamlined.
Oh yeah.
The unstreamlined.
You should send a picture of the J class that got impaled by the rail.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I might
That's a
saw
good-
that pulled up. I do not, but thanks for history.
Let's see. How bad? Let's see. Let's play a game called How Bad Is His T1? It's horrible.
North, how do you feel about the Legends T1?
Here's
You're
what
the
happened to
T1.
602.
T1's so bad.
I really like the T1 in real life. I do have a fair number of issues with the one in game.
Yeah. I like how I like how the T1 Trust is a thing and it's being built. That's cool.
At this point, I don't care how fast it is. It just looks cool and I like it. That's it.
They're gonna try to beat the world's Steam record with the T1, I think.
I don't know. I kind of hope it doesn't.
They're going to.
What do you mean?
That's one of the things they want to try to do, but it was never their main goal.
Yeah. They're gonna use that testing plant to try. Did I mess up somewhere?
It's somewhere in Colorado, isn't it?
I think so.
I think. Okay, it looks like the in-game T1 was based more off of what the T1 Trust T1 is supposedly going to look like, because it has the marker lights of like a T1A, but has
Scaffolding.
everything else of just a bog standard T1.
Yeah, this looks like it was more based off of the initial, not the production one, the experimental T1. It's not the production one though.
Wasn't there like one, maybe two T1 built with whale shirts gear?
I think 1 or 2, yeah, something like that. Because the T1 had slipping issues, major slipping issues.
Yeah.
Like upon startup, the wheels would just not
traction simply wasn't.
Yeah, the front wheels especially would just decide, you know what, I'm not gonna work today.
I've got better things to do.
Although interestingly enough, when CNO actually operated a T1 for a very short time, one of Penske's T1s, they just kind of borrowed it, I think, and supposedly they didn't have any issues with it.
Who knows? I know this one's gonna have B2 cam rotary type Hopic valve gear. The built one's being built. That should help with
Yes,
any issue.
I know, but this is definitely.
It's that weird type of valve gear that has that rotating thing.
So like the truck drive shaft valve gear.
It's, let me find it. There's an animation of it in operation.
Think of like the drive shaft on the side of a Shay, but not driven by pistons. It's like, from what I can tell, it looks like it's driven by like teeth in the center of the wheel, and that spins a part of it, which spins another part of it, which spins another part of it.
Here, B2 rotary cam poppet valve gear. Check this video. In VC text.
Okay, it's not tooth, but it's basically what I said. It's just directly attached.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Oh, the camera works really nice for just showcasing the gear.
That model took.
I mean,
model
they even did wheel slipping. That's funny.
That model took the dude like 5 years to make.
Yes, it is very good.
That's why it's not in trains. K&L is making a T1 for trains, but they're not putting that model even though it's too detailed for trains.
It's too detailed for anything.
Yeah. No train game is advanced enough to even like think of. Well, actually, maybe that short line game might be railroad or short line operations. That's the only game I can think of that might be advanced enough to support.
And then I doubt it.
Where was I going to teleport to? All right. Oh yeah, there's that here.
There are a few other locomotives with a similar gear.
The CNO L2 A had that same type of valve gear.
Are you coming to Arkburg?
No, I'm at the nuclear power plant. Stupid bombs, get out of here.
I think the closest thing to the B2 that one, probably the lens valve, because it does work off the same basic principle.
I'm surprised I didn't memorize how to build the crushers and squeezers.
Oh, we're almost out of fuel. Oh, that's right.
If you showed Archberg to the people, that'd be real cool.
Hang on, I gotta add the fuel source.
Just Harry is going to turn the stream into a propaganda film for Archberg.
Ah, crap. What is this stuff? That makes sense.
Oh, it's updated? I don't remember having, like, stuff inside it.
Oh, no. That's cyanide.
Hey, was this updated?
Is my reference still in there?
I think the J1 is probably one of my favorite real life non-streamlined steam locomotives. Even if it is just kind of nicked from, was it CNO or BNO that?
CNO, they needed it for CNO, just like they almost had the FG1. Have you heard about that? So, basically, during World War II, the Pennsy was really low on power, because they were having to like triple head a lot of their trains, and so they're like, all right, we need a new locomotive, but because of the war, there was restraints on railroads of what they could and couldn't do, and so they're just like, you know what, we're gonna take 2 locomotives from 2 different railroads, sample them, and see which one we need best. And so they took the C&O's T1 class, 210 Fort Texas, and then they also took the Norfolk and Western A class, the 2664. Now, if they obviously chose the C&O's T1s as a basis for their new J1s, the 210-4s, because they obviously didn't have any 2664s. But if they did choose the A class, it would have been classified as the FG1. F because of the 2.6, G because of the reversed 4.6, and 1 because it would be the first of its class, with minor Penzier alterations like a bell pair firebox, a boxed off cab and those rounded windows, high headlight with the bell mounted underneath, and a cast steel plow.
Jeez.
It's in the game right now, actually, since Frosty made one. We have that pack.
Yeah. When you said 2664, I was like, wait, isn't that in the game?
Yeah, FG1.
Which is very snazzy.
So that explains why it looks so similar to the other one.
Yep, because it's probably what the Pennsylvania would have made it look like. Well, of course,
Not gonna lie.
you have the steam shield and the free chime.
I thought that was just lazy modeling, but no, that's interesting to hear.
Yeah. Of course, they also would have added a coast-to-coast oil tender. Or coal tender. I don't know why he made it an oil tender. It should have been a coal tender, but...
Didn't the T1 Trust just get one of those for free?
More or less. There was I think there was a J1's coast-to-coast tender just sitting somewhere. Apparently, there was no J1, obviously, but there's a coast-to-coast sitting there. So they just...
Yeah, it was a J1 tender.
Yeah, it was a J1 coast-to-coast tender, so they're just like, you know what, we're taking this, and everyone was like, okay.
I mean, what else are you going to use it for?
Yeah, I mean, it was collecting rust. It was in bad condition, but it's the same one as the T1 tender, just minus the streamlined shrouding. So I mean, they have a whole tender now instead of having to fabricate a new one.
I don't think they've started I just had the word, but I can't remember it now. Restoration. They haven't started restoring it yet, I don't think.
No, that's not their priority right now. They're trying to get the boiler and firebox and stuff like that done.
Actually, they are testing the T1's whistle on 1309.
Oh yeah. Well, the T1's whistle also wore that GTW something whatever U3B locomotive. I forgot the number, but it's the U3B class. That was the other locomotive that wore the T1's whistle, I believe.
Interesting.
At least there is a T1 whistle. That's good. They didn't have to like make a reproduction version, because that would have sounded different. It would have sounded the same, but it would have sounded different, if that makes any sense. I need to finish my L1A so that can be put in game. Not the NYC one, Andrew. I see you in chat. Yeah, sorry. 6325, GTW 6325.
What we are talking about is not my expertise at all whatsoever. Sorry.
I got what you mean by sounding the same and different, because like
each whistle sounds different. It's weird.
It'll sound roughly the same, but it'll never be built the exact same.
Yeah, like it would be easily recognizable as a Pennsy 3 chime, but it wouldn't sound the same as that T1's 3 chime, just because slight difference in build techniques, or just slight differences in general that slightly alter the sound, and tuning when you actually put it on the locomotive.
Even with how little is actually left over from any of the actual T1s, we were still quite lucky with how much was left behind.
At least there's a crap ton of blueprints.
That too.
Enough to the point where a new one could be built.
Wasn't one of the marker lights was salvaged, wasn't it? Not really salvaged, it was kind of just taken.
Yeah, I think so.
mean, they weren't going to use it anyway. It was literally in the process of being scrapped.
Probably should build a power station if we're not going to be able to get power from the nuclear run.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I can't guarantee that I can carry the power all the way over there.
If you're planning
Just
on
build a whole bunch of the geothermal ones.
building a biodiesel plant, you could probably just run a biodiesel power plant too.
I don't want to do that because we need the biodiesel for export.
You just portal the spawn just to drop into the void.
What?
There's just a hole that goes down into the void with a sign that says portal to spawn.
I just use that to get back to spawn as quickly as I need to. Because I don't have teleport perms. Don't bang the machines. It's funny because Protogen. Can I get my 8-hour lecture about Metal Trifin now?
Sorry, I am not very, I am anti-smart.
Where was that going in your stream, Digit?
I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go down the line, probably. The curves aren't nearly as horrible, horrendous, and awful anymore, so you'll probably fit down there. Oh yeah, I mean, each went down there to double check.
I can confirm.
You
made me run the whole thing. I know it's the word.
Is it better now? Is it up to the standard that I was never told about on the forum done about in any capacity, so I have no idea what the standard is? I think I'm gonna be allowed to run trains past where my line ends at all, for whatever reason.
What do you mean?
Like if I wanted to run not like a permanent thing, or like if I wanted to run like a special train or something beyond the Archburg Railway trackage, should I be allowed to do that?
Probably.
The funny said it.
Oh yeah, this like completely ends. Fix that.
I'm gonna get rid of my F unit because there's no place to turn it around.
I have the perfect replacement for this. There you go. There's the replacement. No, wait, no. No.
Holy whack.
Didn't somebody run like the massive articulated locomotive on my streetcar line one time?
Probably. I missed my switch.
Oh hey, I can run a massive articulated locomotive.
Yeah, I just turned it into a straight line. There's a crossover up here if you want to stop at that one.
Yeah, I missed it. And, well, Gage apparently ended the track here. This will be fine.
Yeah, that just ends, just so you know, like right up ahead. Like it is just, it stops. There's not even a bridge or anything.
Yeah.
If it hasn't been changed.
I mean, there's no items to remove.
Case in point. Oh,
I'm like losing connection here. Jesus.
Basil.
the connection was 4 bars, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Hey,
These items in my inventory.
biode. You want me to come pick you up in my super duper?
No,
Awesome.
I'll just put down this use 30C.
Why are there so many just random 1-block holes in the ground?
It's probably from like the trees, because the trees have like roots modeled. And when I cleared out all the trees, I had a brush for those. Courtesy of Fidget, I think, actually. For my tree removal brush.
Oh yeah, I put a bunch of brushes, I think, at one point in time. I lied, I'm coming in two SD40s.
Use the nice ones from that cheese pack instead of the base mod ones.
Yeah, the base mod ones are bad. Oh wait, now I have to warm them up.
Couldn't get you, it's not that far.
Oh, I have a teleport
I know the
already, but I'm just gonna take train.
Harry, I know this is the perfect thing to run on the ones with the streetcar line.
No.
What's wrong with it? It doesn't look strange at all. He burned it again.
I love burning things.
Oh wait, this is the update when he hasn't had his cab controls finished yet.
You know what? Just for that, I made it infinitely worse. Oh no! It's gonna burn them again.
No double fairly Hiawatha. Bad.
It's such a cursed idea. I love it.
Speed limits are in kilometers. I heavily advise you follow them.
I'll be fine. I hope.
I think it's mainly for the sake
Right
of
now,
if you,
right now, a 30 kilometer per hour section.
I think they're mainly there because if you don't follow them, immersive railroading starts having a stroke.
Well, this massive downhill thing is an issue.
Oh, yeah. It's even worse going uphill because it's really hard to not overheat diesels there.
Yeah, diesels definitely overheat
Yeah,
way
I
faster than they would realistically.
Yeah, we need Gage to lower that a bit.
I ask Gage to turn it off or
He
turn
should-
it down.
Yeah, he should probably like lower.
We are gonna go screaming around the cove, just say now.
I'm not going that fast right now.
It's not a very fast. I think the fastest it ever gets is 50 kilometers an hour.
That's pretty slow, actually.
Simply because it's not designed for super high speeds.
Yeah.
I mean, in this part, you could probably get away with going faster, but up ahead, especially, it gets worse. Got rid of what I like to call Crab Curve Canyon. So it's the canyon where the curves are crap. Can I pop this out? Oh, I can. Okay, that's nice. Hey guys, use Firefox. It's better than Chrome.
I think wind power would probably be your best bet for Archburg because you have really tall mountains, which would be really good for putting wind things on.
What are the power generation options we have? I don't actually know.
Water is really weak. Wind is pretty weak. You got a diesel generator, but you need a lot of those. So you can do the steam generator with the diesel steam. Steam turbine with the diesel steam generator.
I could do solar towers. That's what I usually do for those.
Oh yeah, that would work too.
and you consume a lot less stuff with the solar towers.
Hmm.
As long as you have enough, as long as you have enough of them, it can run free steaming.
Yeah.
It only makes it daytime, so I usually have like a tank if I need to run overnight. Several tanks.
Solar stuff? Solar stuff. I have not used immersive engineering that much.
Stream. YouTube. Why? It's working normally.
I'm still 5,000
How
blocks
much-
away.
My stream is like lagging behind. Very strange.
Weird. Oh yeah, I forgot Locky added lights in these ones later. Or in a later update.
1:30. Or else you'll be banned from driving on the Archburg Railway forever. You're gonna muchos regret this. By the way, chat, if you're wondering, this party's driving on, I did it all by myself.
Oh no, he's
So-
coming from Peter.
Yeah, look out for the Peter Griffin statue to your left. It might be out of render distance, though.
Think it's out of my render distance.
That is very upsetting.
It is unfortunate. The Peter Griffin statue is not here.
Where does my car keep going? Oh no, wait, no, I parked it at the gas station, didn't I?
It's like when you thought you lose your keys,
We
but
need
you
tunnel
luckily are in your
motors. We
pocket.
need ST40-2 tunnel motors. That's what we need for this line. There's a lot of tunnels. The crews are going to get smoked out.
And just
Little
where, just
carbon
where.
monoxide poisoning never hurt anyone.
From an SD40-2, that thing has a lot of this thing has a lot of exhaust. Just IRL in general.
It's exhaust. We're now arriving at Archburg, home with the resident furries on the server. Oh yes!
Archburg really does seem like a railfanner's dream, though, because like one of the roads is literally like right next to the it's next to the tracks. You can look at the trains. I'm going to go against what Union Pacific says, and I'm not going to stand 25 feet away from the track.
Or just do what Ross Rowland does and drive 614 drunk down the main line.
That sounds like a real. I'll wager you he's not going to live much longer doing that.
I hope he doesn't live much longer. No one likes him.
Oh,
He's caused multiple problems for rail fans.
ah,
Like driving 614 drunk down the UP main line, which caused UP to not accept foreign steam power on their main line. That's why you can't. That's why only the Big Boy and the 844 are allowed, because they're still on the UP's roster. So
Thanks, Obama.
when there's
Even
I mean,
though
there
he had
was- there was also
absolutely
the
nothing to
that
do with
kid
it.
that- and then on a completely different line, there was also that kid who flipped a switch on the DNSF main line.
oh yeah,
Then it got reported by like everyone.
Man, that's the BNSF switch kid. All my homies hate the BNSF switch kid.
that was that one dude that threw like oil or something on the tracks in front of like 765, and it had an issue going up a hill.
Dick
That's
hole.
just dangerous.
That's called a foamer, and they give rail fans a bad name because other people just mix them into the same category. Because foamers are people who like have issues with everything. You shouldn't show foamers trains. Rail fans are people who just like seeing trains and are normal. Foamers are the type of people who almost cause issues for rail fans. Like that one person who got hit by 844. Or that might have just been stupidity.
Might have just been silly tourist or something.
Actually, that's part of the reason. That is the reason UP says stay 25 feet back, because they killed a person accidentally.
Oh, it's not very good.
Fortunately, there's a video of it, and I've seen it.
Ouchie.
Yeah. Long story short, there was a woman who was standing too close to the tracks as the 844 was moving 60 miles an hour down them, and she just got ragdolled out of existence.
Ouch.
Yeah. I mean, actually, it wasn't a painful death. She died on impact, but.
I
Your
changed my
fault,
mind.
though.
I'm gonna stand 25 feet back.
Yes. Do so, Morph, if you wish to live. Yes, my terrible track laying skills are on show for the entire world to see.
Don't worry.
Alright.
At least my well, actually, if mine were there, it would make yours look godlike.
Oh yeah, that Metro video in 1970, that E9. Yeah, I saw that video too. A similar situation happened. Although this time it was pure stupidity.
I'm starting to think people might just not be smart.
Well, yeah, because here's exactly what happened. So, at the metro station in 1970s, this woman and her lawyer. Holy crap, it's a tight curve. This woman and her lawyer, right? They were trying to cross the tracks at the metro station. Now, here's what happened. The gates started going down. All the safety warnings were working properly. Guess what they do? They continue to cross. They look one way, and there's a train blocking the other, so they think, oh, that train's just starting out to move, and we're fine. But nope, a train comes barreling in at like 50 miles an hour and just smacks the woman into the camera recording the trains.
Huh.
Not a pretty sight, because the cameraman got hit by a dead body.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
You did it!
that is not the.
You didn't slow down to 15 kilometers per hour for the super tight curve,
Yeah,
right?
I did not. I just noticed it and will continue to go, because immersive rating doesn't have crash
Sorry.
physics yet.
That's why you go the speed limit!
Hey, until IR has
Really?
track limits, speed limits don't exist.
Okay, you're actually getting pretty close, so I'm gonna meet you at the train station. You may want to start slowing down, you're getting really close to the station.
Yeah.
He's already here.
My stream is super behind from what
Oh
I
yeah,
said.
I just saw myself on the screen. I was patching up holes on this mountain from where the roots used to be. Well, not a mountain, it's a hill, but...
I think I ended up in a yard.
We do have a yard. It's not huge, but we have one.
I'm just gonna stop here. I nearly pulled an AWVR on a Switch.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I'm lagging. Alright. Well, I stopped somewhere. Huh.
I will move your locomotives into an appropriate place for parking.
Yeah. It's not letting me back in. There we go.
Grab them on your way out. Follow me. Don't stop on these tracks over here.
What?
I'm in front of you.
Oh, alright.
If you hit me, I'll sue you for damages.
Don't worry, I have extremely good train control. I've been playing IR for a while. I might shove together a freight that I can pull out. Realism.
If you want, I can give the tour to show people around.
Alright.
Okay, welcome to Archburg, everybody. My part of the server, not very much here. Over here we have a terrible locomotive shed. Keep all my things in here. There's only one, because I'm planning to add my own rolling stock that I modeled in here, but it hasn't been added yet. Their yard over here.
Minecraft. No, please don't crash.
Oh boy. Camera went funky. Station over here with 2 platforms. In a big city, you don't need more than 2. Really. There's Noel's car. He parks it in random places. Here's one of the arches. It's very large. It generated naturally, and I just said, I'll build the city around it.
And then he found another one.
Yes, there's another one over here. The buildings over here are almost done. We've only got a couple spots left to fill. If you want to just fly around and showcase some of the buildings. This is gas station.
Sip, sip.
Most of them have nothing in them.
What? That's not my car. What? What?
You have 2 now. 2 cars.
There can only be one.
There's a diner with a W on it. I don't know what the W stands for. You guys decide in the chat what it stands for.
You forgot about the Derek cutout.
Where's the Derek?
Oh,
The
there's
Derek cutout
C16 over here. I'm making the better C16, the CNO one.
Is it still a teeny tiny tank engine?
No, it's a 06. It's an 080 switcher, heavy 080 switcher.
Oh,
It's a very
I
powerful.
like the
It's a very powerful one.
I like the teeny tiny tank engine.
Yeah, I made it very,
Very
powerful.
nice.
Well, it is very powerful, but I just built it.
Yeah, we are buildings over here. This is the first one we built over here. It's like I hope someone turns it into a restaurant, because that's what it's designed as.
You have a tower that goes up to the arch?
Yes.
The world's
See,
safest
there's-
public park.
It seems dangerous for some reason.
It is very
Yeah.
dangerous.
I'm just hoping people don't jump off and die, because
Hey.
that's their own
Hey,
fault.
Harry. Harry, look.
But
Come back.
Fidget already.
Oh,
If you jumped off, Fidget already did.
I was gonna break the law, but since you're not here, it's not worth it.
I was gonna break the law and become illegal.
I was going to place a block on top of the arch.
We're gonna send a weeboo after you.
Alright, well, I'm
Here's
gonna
the
go back
great,
to the main
great,
city.
the great scouting monolith over there.
I'm gonna
First,
shove something behind these
blotting
2
out
SD40s and go back to the main city.
Hold on, Harry, did you say you're gonna send a wee-woo after me or a weeaboo?
Weeboo, not a weeboo. Send a wee as in the police.
I think I prefer the wee-woo over the weeaboo.
If you saw the streetcars in the yard, those are the streetcars we used to run, but I don't feel like running them anymore, so they don't exist. They cease to exist.
I was gonna shove something behind these.
Don't steal any of these cars. These are the freight cars we need for freight things.
Oh well.
I don't think we're allowed to keep them when the server actually starts, but I'm leaving them there for now.
Oh yeah, because once the server starts, you have to build everything. Because we don't want this to be like a certain server. Transport Empire. Bulkhead would probably, an empty bulkhead would probably.
Wendy's. Well, there's 3 people watching the stream. One of them is me.
Let's go.
Pretty sure.
And me.
Andrew says Williams, Wobtech, or Wendy's for the W restaurant.
Not Wendy's. It doesn't have the Wendy's color scheme. Wobtech is a locomotive company.
Oh.
So I guess Williams Diner it is.
It's
Wobtech battery powered diner. I feel like Union Pacific's making another bad investment with that battery powered locomotive, just like they made a bad investment with that that truck thing they did.
I think the battery powered locomotives are a good idea, personally.
Yeah, that's what everyone said about those road railer things. That turned out to be a shit show. Also, we need to get rid of trucks in the US.
Oh yeah, trucks are awful.
They cause every
Like
problem.
even
possible.
even diesel powertrains are way better than trucks could ever be.
Yeah.
all you ever see in Texas is trucks.
Like,
It's literally
It's
the
every
only
major
vehicle.
transportation issue in the US could be solved with one thing: trains. Add more trains.
Yes.
Need less trucks
I
on the
agree.
road? Add more trains. Want to help with the environment? Add more trains. Want to keep the roads from breaking apart? Add more trains. Want to make an efficient way of moving things across the country? Add more trains.
We had that before cars became a thing. Like
Yeah.
trains are everywhere.
Yeah, we
Every
had that.
town had its own like railway station.
Like the 1940s. Just like, want an efficient way of unloading and shipping stuff? Add more trains. And then cars. And then people like, add more trucks. And then everything went wrong. Alright, I'm leaving.
Wah, wah.
Oh, Harry, there's a creeper, skeleton, and spider awaiting a train out of here.
The train station?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, ST40s don't pull passenger trains, so that's something. I'm leaving.
Unless you're Harry in this case, I think he has them specifically for pulling passenger trains.
I'm coming with you because I am a little bit. I want to go somewhere else.
All right, here.
No, add a caboose at the back.
I am up
I'm
here
riding
now.
on top, and you can't stop me. Oh, never
I'm
mind.
here.
Physics might stop me.
I'm here to lick all the controls.
Ew.
I'm
Please don't
driving the
lick
train.
me.
Get out of here.
I won't press any, but fine.
I'm surprised
Well,
I managed to
Next,
stay on top of it.
Lockie's other update adds the controls.
It's not the base at the back. You lied.
Add the caboose. That's what I was saying.
And stop the train.
Universal Mod Core just had a very unfun time.
Hey,
Here, I'll add a caboose.
go in.
Here, I got it.
Stay in the
For this, you
caboose,
won't.
we're
We've got
not-
quite a wide selection to choose from.
If you got a Penzi caboose, I'm leaving without you.
Dang,
No, I'm
there,
at
go
it-
my,
I
there, go
already-
my, dr- there go my dreams and aspirations. That
This
is
is
so
not
tiny.
This is not a Penzi manifest, so no.
This is a teeny tiny caboose. I love it.
I'm
The bay
leaving.
window caboose.
Bay window cabooses
Okay.
are acceptable in this era.
I will have yellow because Harry.
Oh. I appear to have gained flight. I thought the connector was backwards for a second.
Let's go 100%. Nice answer.
I'm riding on top
Stand-
and you can't stop me.
This
No,
cow
stay
better
in the
not walk
caboose or
under
else you're fired. I will not let you drive trains ever again.
Oh,
Oh, I just got flung off.
same. What?
What? Is it just gone?
No, I'm back on it. Hold on.
Train isn't moving.
Guys, I'm... How did we end up here?
I don't know. I guess it lagged?
Where are you?
It lagged
How'd
us
you
like
get that far
17
ahead?
miles in front of us.
Also, these boxcars, just so you know, are going to destroy the loading
okay, I
gauge.
just teleported back to it. It's backwards now? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I think that was a server issue. I'm just gonna continue.
Alright, hop back, hop back.
Train's
No,
leaving.
it's because you were running on the train, you broke it!
You said, well, you said hop on, not hop in, so I guess I gotta...
Up in the caboose, not on the caboose.
Okay, I'll get in it.
That's a brokey.
You never let me have any fun.
It's just even more fun, you break things.
How do you know it's because I was riding on top? Hey, there's a bathroom. With... Oh, that is a very sad sink.
I don't see the bathroom. Oh, here it is. There's 2 bathrooms. Oh, no, there's just one.
Yeah. I was about
Just
to...
so you know, these boxcars will break the tunnels if train break blocks are on.
I don't know if I can't remember if it's on or off right now.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yep.
If they fit in this tunnel, I think they'll fit in all of them.
There's a zombie over there.
Run them over.
No,
He has a
wasn't on the
problem
tracks.
with monsters. He has a problem with monsters in his tunnels.
Yeah, no, the zombie was just.
So they have
on
a
the train.
train. If you just go, I saw it. If you just go fast enough, you'll clear out any monsters in the way.
Yeah, I killed like a skeleton and a creeper on my way over.
Creeper.
The tunnels double as an XP farm.
Makes
So if you
sense.
don't get XP, you just get items.
Just lace the ground to the bottom of your tunnels with hoppers, and you haven't any of the side business of running things over.
You are going muchos velocio, I think is the word, over these curves.
Okay.
There is
yeah.
no such thing as a speed limit.
Not until like a year and a half from now when he adds crash physics like he said he would.
Can I call you Fidgy Widgy? I'm gonna call you Fidgy Widgy.
Please don't.
Oh no.
Where are you going? If anywhere in particular.
Iron chain. That's not a bottle, that's a jar.
We don't talk about jars here.
It's a dye bottle, but it's actually a jar. You put dye in it, and it's a jar full of dye.
You said die! Now you have to die. You say die, you die.
If you kill me, I will repaint the caboose.
Oh, I don't care. All the caboose libraries are fine, they're not awful.
Oh. Oh, it's
Oh,
all
what's up,
yellow.
Jedi?
Go back to all yellow. So it can really be the hairy caboose.
Yeah, Jedi, the age of rail is over. We can teleport trains by using the mod immersive rarity.
This looks
Stop
better.
changing! Stop changing it! No.
Oh no!
Eh.
I fell out.
I'm not stopping. Get back.
Oh, you get better at scooting, buddy. Frederick, go faster.
No, please. Wait, no, I'm catching up.
No, go faster. Accelerate faster.
I'm gonna overheat the engine.
Oh, never mind. Fine, I guess you can catch up.
We don't need to break Lockie's beautiful engine, alright?
Aha!
Skeleton.
Oh! It's not going to that tunnel.
Insert ender pearls in the engines. Ah, yes.
You just put cannons on the front, they shoot at interpol and trains. If your aim is bad though, you're just gonna end up in the ocean.
Ah, we'll be fine.
I know.
I'm in the other engine.
Yeah.
I s-
That will
And Red
forever
Forest.
that will ever be the tunnel with the North Stain on it.
You go faster when it says to go 30 kilometers an hour.
That's fine.
Man, if you were an actual operator for my railroad, you would be getting so many fines right now.
I'll be fine. Don't worry. I'm operating for the main railroad.
Got a point.
I'm operating for the main rail. On top
Never-
of that, the server's
I'm
not
in
out.
there.
On top of that, I haven't built the station yet, so I don't need to slow down.
I didn't give you permission to operate a mainline train over my rail.
Dang. We're gonna have to find a station master though, because that's gonna be a lot of traffic. Because we're gonna have a staging yard, a freight depot, and a train station. Oh, I am going pretty fast.
I'm still trying to figure out how the logistics are going to work, because my plan for the Archburg Railway is to just take cars to whatever yard, in this case, take cars to the yard, and then, like, how do we make sure people get their stuff from there is the thing.
Well, we'll have trains pick up
Whoa.
stuff from the freight depot, and we can bring it around since we have that center field area with the 40 different businesses and whatnot, and then you can have stuff picked up and whatnot. It's happening again.
Oh no. Oh, we're going
Oh,
back.
we're going backwards.
Oh, my game is crashing.
We teleported again.
It's just why you're going slow.
Jedi, I would say yes to the portal idea, but this is like a solid city. No, go forward. Guys,
In my game,
we jumped
Er,
a lot.
it didn't
You
actually.
need to completely rework this slope.
No, I can do this. If this was a longer train and an older locomotive, maybe not. But we'll be fine.
The thing is, you're never going to be hauling more than like 3 cars up here.
Yeah,
Okay, my game is crashed.
that's not good.
I should probably go do my laundry anyway, so I'll probably hop off for today.
Alright, I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon.
Alright, well, lovely having you guys here to watch me be an idiot live.
Let's go. Oh, this
That's
tunnel
the
is an
only-
issue. Okay. We are almost onto the main line.
Assuming once you get onto the main line or to the station, maybe is probably where we're gonna end it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the main station and then end the stream.
All right.
I'm taking the switch way too fast, but I'm not gonna do anything. Alright, and we're on the main line.
Not nearly as pretty as the Archburg line, not gonna lie.
Well, this area specifically, we're gonna just turn into that yard.
Ah,
Like over here, we got it mostly figured out. With my week-long project called the grain elevator. That I had to build sideways, for God's sake.
that is really nice. First time I saw it, I was quite impressed by a massive diagonal structure.
Thank you.
That is not a common sight.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, I have to build something sideways. I'm like, God dang it. And Geej was like, yeah, pretty much. So, that wasn't fun, because I couldn't use World Edit. Alright, well, we're approaching the yard, so the station's not that far away. Yeah, that would be. It would take like a NASA PC to do that, probably. That would be interesting to see, though. Well, I just realized I should have pulled into the yard. Maple made that building thing. Where did he put it? Or that new park area? I need to see that first. I haven't shown this part of the city in the stream either. Hey, it was my building. Oh, shoot! He's done a lot. Oh, no. My god. This is beautiful.
Heck, there's an underground thing.
He's made a massive waterfront park and, like, cool-ass buildings. Oh my god. This is beautiful.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that's it, stream-wise. Probably gonna just be done with that. Thanks for participating in part of the stream. I will see you later.